Section 5.1, problem number 7, we need to verify the equation. This equation is an identity. So in section 5.1, we're introduced to the symmetry identities. Mainly the one that's going to help us here is that this guy, sine of negative x, is equal to negative sine of x. So I can get rid of that negative, so I have sine of x matching this guy over here on the left. So I have two sine of x's now. Everything else I'm just going to copy down. Nothing else changes. I changed the brackets to parentheses because I no longer have that negative x in sine, so I don't need the parentheses around the negative x. So now I just have parentheses and I got rid of my brackets. Now I see that this looks like the difference of two squares, so I can sort of unfactor this or multiply these together. And I get 1 squared, which is just 1, minus sine squared. And so I started with the left side of this equation to see if I can get to the right side to see if it's an identity. And in fact, that is using the Pythagorean identity, I can say that this is equal to cosine squared of x, which is equal to the right side. And that proves that this equation is an identity. So to review, the first thing we did, we took the left side, starting with just one side at a time, and we used the symmetry identity that we learned in section 5.1. And then the next step, this guy right here, just multiplied out these two things together, multiply those together, so really just multiply or FOIL. But because it's a difference of two squares, I know that those two middle terms drop out and I just get this. So I'm going to also write difference of two squares. And on that last step, this guy right here, I use the Pythagorean identity.